So let's start with a very important update about OpenAI. One of the biggest changes recently has been the addition of a new model. So where there used to be the O1 model, we now have the O3 model. And the O3 model completely replaces the O1 model. It uses advanced reasoning like the O1 model, but it's also capable of doing things that the O1 model couldn't do. When using the O3 model, you'll find that once you've selected it, you should have access to what's known as search. And search is basically an ability to search the web. So we can now make responses a lot more up to date than with O1, because it will go onto the web and it will do its own web searches. So it has access to the tools inside of OpenAI. Now, when it searches the web, it can provide very detailed answers, much more detailed than previous models. And it takes longer, quite a lot longer to do the research, but it can produce a very detailed response. For instance, here we've got some images from the web and a very detailed response which goes in and gives us information, including information in tables. We also have some kind of stuff where it brings things together. So it's able to provide a summary, a very creative and intelligent summary of what is done in its research. Because it has access to the tools, it acts more like an agent than previous models. And you can ask it to do complex stuff. For instance, like I've asked it to create an organizational chart showing a number of people involved in the administration. And it did that and produced an organizational chart like this as a PNG. So it is capable of doing things that other AIs currently are not able to do. And that is one of the key features. It is acting more like a bit of an agent rather than just a chatbot. Now, O3 is currently rate limited. So you want to ask it to do the sort of complex stuff that you can't do with other models. There are still access to 4.0, which is the one that I use most of the time. And there's also O4-MINI. Now, this one is also good at advanced reasoning, and there's O4-MINI High. This can also be used for advanced reasoning when O3-MINI might be a bit excessive in terms of the requirements that you have. OpenAI have also come out with ChatGPT 4.5. Now, this is the old chatbot style, and it's basically an evolution of ChatGPT. So it is good as a writing assistant. You can use it to explore ideas. It is a chatbot. It's like the traditional chatbots. There's another version called 4.1, which is in between 4 and 4.5. That one has got the ability to do things quite a lot faster than 4.5. It's cheaper to use, so it's available on the API, but you won't find 4.1 currently available inside of the main menu for ChatGPT or for OpenAI. And there have been some very important updates to Perplexity, which you need to be aware of. There are a number of new models that have been made available, and we select the models by coming to the search box and clicking on this icon. This opens up the selector, and there are quite a number of different models we can select from. We can make it do the selection automatically, or we can choose one of a number of different models. Sona, which is from Perplexity. We can use from OpenAI, Gemini from Google, Grok from XAI. And then there are the reasoning models. These include R1. This is the DeepSeek model, which is extremely good. And this one is one which has been modified so that it uses updated data, and it's not using the original Chinese data, which apparently was censored. And then there's O3-MINI and Claude Thinking. Now, the reasoning models are similar to the reasoning models inside of OpenAI. O3-MINI is, of course, OpenAI's reasoning model. Very good, but I think DeepSeek R1 is probably the best one for the reasoning models. And I think for these ones here, the default I tend to use tends to be Grok 2, which is XAI's model, but Claude is also a very good one as well, Claude 3.7 from Anthropic. Now, these are the ones that you can use inside of Perplexity. Probably the ability to use DeepSeek is one of the main benefits of using Perplexity. I find DeepSeek very good in terms of the results it produces, but you can also do deep research. And this is similar to the kind of deep research that exists inside of OpenAI's search engine.